Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this 2020 match between India and England. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is...
Well, showing a lot of faith in this batting lineup, going first on this pitch is either a masterstroke or a disaster waiting to happen.
Players look ready, the umpires are in position for the first ball, the bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on...
A little too eager on that delivery.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yep.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Finds the edge. And the chance goes begging.
Just threw the shot too early.
Good catch. Out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Milan comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Good return, back from the deep. Milan gets off the mark.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Butler is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl in the Paddington end. There'll be 1 run here for them.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yes.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Right there. Can't get that outside the ring field. Power and precision in that shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game. They want to show everyone their strength. Loud appeal. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Right there.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Oh, it's completely ridiculous to pluck that one.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. So they do indeed signal for the review. Just feel it's a little bit foolish, seemed out to me. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot. Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Into the gap, nice shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Morgan, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Yes, keeper.
Ali doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. Wout from the Randwick end. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. One bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Nicely played.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
A little short on that occasion. Just the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Great shot. A little bit in the air, but 1 bounce and a 4. Maybe a little lucky not to find the fielder.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
That's the over. India are 3 for 22.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Waiting. Oh, that's a spot. Wait.
The over ends with no change to the scoring. After some superb bowling, it looks tough to find ways of getting the ball away. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Wait there. Go.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication. Rashid with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Big shout.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Good bit of timing there.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
Oh, bowl.
And gone. Brilliant catch. Now then, was there a faint edge?
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard. Ali with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper.
And straight into the safe hands of the keeper. Loud shout.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. It's a good shot. 4 straight down the ground.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Massive chance.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Wait on. Oh, nice bowl. Oh, good bowling.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Yep. Go!
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run-out in the first place.
5 runs added in the over. India are 6 for 37.
Wait. Wait on. Yeah.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Massive edge.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wait on.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack in the Randwick end.
Yeah.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
Oh, bold.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Madness. Complete air shot.
Brave cricket to come down the wicket like that to a fast bowler.
Yep. No.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Jordan ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Oh, bold. Yep.
Gone. Excellent catch close to the bat.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it would be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yeah.
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yeah.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
7 runs added there. India are 7 for 50.
Yeah.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Could that be out? Looks so.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Morgan, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Super catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Good bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Oh, nice bowl.
That's a harsh call from the umpire. I've seen wider than that not called.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Big appeal.
Extremely comfortable win. Just brilliant on so...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this 50-over match between India and Pakistan. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me...
Interesting call to bat first. Looking at that pitch, it seems a strange decision. You'd have to be very confident in your batting lineup.
Afridi has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway.
Nice bowling.
Nicely played.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Oh, nice bowling.
The bat was very late coming down on that.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in. On this pitch and in these conditions, it's going to take something really special from the bowlers to win this. Really needed more runs on the board. Pressure will be right on the bowlers if they don't find early wickets. Misses everything.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Wait on.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Over. Pakistan are none for one. The right armour is coming into the attack, and the Paddington end is coming into the attack.
Wait.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back. Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
They'll want to make use of the extra delivery.
Wait on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep. Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
11 runs. Added there. Pakistan are none for 12. Wow, that's missed the lot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Yep.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy.
Nice bowling.
A pretty harsh call first ball, I'd have said. It wasn't that wide.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Oh, bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Doesn't bother with the bat, just pad.
Catch it.
Yep, yep.
Oh yes, holds on to that one under huge pressure. They've done it.
The match comes to a close, and they've done exactly